They came back from China in a selling mood, so the HK is down about 10%, which is fine. People didn't want to chase it up there, so we'll see what happens here where we settle, but there should be a pretty good spot to potentially buy. If you go look here right now, the FXI, by the way, is down 10%, which is only 3. So this is 33. So what this is doing is filling this gap. I would say if the FXI were to work its way down towards like this area, this 3250-ish, then what you probably want to do is if you're accumulating the FXI, this doesn't matter. But if you're trading it, I would think you'd be friggin' out of it. And if you were rolling up shorts, you're getting a gift. It was very extended from the 8th day. And as I said, just because you're not in something doesn't mean you have to short it or you need to chase it. So at this point, this gap should get filled. This is 33.13. That's where it is. What I would do is I'd make sure you go out at least a month because it might take some time to settle out. By the way, remember when Japan went down 10% and then 5% was down like 19% in 3 days and it took only a week and a half to come back? I'm not saying that's going to happen this time, but chances are with the FXI hitting a high of 37.50, you could probably be a buyer of the FXI somewhere into this 32 half area. And then you could extrapolate it. I'm not going to start getting into all the Chinese names, but it was due. Thank goodness. And if you remember yesterday, I told you I'm at the target. You're allowed to sell. Here's 37. I said at 37, it's a much better sell than a buy. When we were here, I said we would get there. I'm not saying friggin' the best, but that's a pretty damn good call. That was your spot. And why was it? I didn't just make it up. This was kind of where it broke down from. So it made sense to sell. Here's my next target, 37. With that being said, now we'll see what happens next. And this is 32.50, which I just said. So this would be a decent spot between here to here to buy some for maybe better action in the months ahead.